Sitting in front of you, presumably, is a 20-page document detailing my plan to create a portfolio website that will serve as my capstone project for Quinnipiac University's interactive media program. And if you're anything like me, the idea of sifting through that document with highfalutin terms like project definition, project requirements, work breakout schedule, risk management, and timelines would make anybody sleep like a baby. Over the last 2 years in the interactive media program, I've created a number of things that I'd like to be able to show off. But right now it's a mess and scattered in countless folders all over my computer. The idea is simple. I want to create an online portfolio that organizes and presents all of that work I produced over the last 2 years while in the program. I want something to show to prospective employers and to perhaps clients. And it's not that simple either. The site itself has to be as much of a focal point as the content has to be. The site must show that I have potential in web design. The project plan outlines a number of key strategies that will increase the likelihood that the project will succeed. Here comes a short overview. With approximately 4 months in which to complete the website, I split the project into 5 phases: research, planning, review, production, and launch. The research phase is where I'll examine similar sites, noting parts I like, choose a delivery method, that being WordPress or code from scratch, and I'm going to interview my target audience, that being hiring managers, for any suggestions on what they would like to see in a portfolio site. In the planning phase, I'll decide what material I'm going to put into the site. I'll determine the color, font, and texture palettes, create a sitemap, and work on a Photoshop mock-up of the site. For the review phase, I will reacquaint myself and practice coding techniques along with studying responsive web design for mobile display. During the production phase of the site, I will be using HTML, CSS, PHP, MySQL, responsive web design, Flash, and graphic design for good measure. The launch and testing phase include launching the beta site, conducting usability tests, making appropriate changes based on the test results, and relaunching the site for stakeholder consideration. Of course, with all projects comes risk, and I've identified 4 that could put the completion of this project in jeopardy. Number 1, of course, is completing the project in the time allotted. I'm going to have to follow my project plan very closely or be ready to come up with a plan B or C if certain elements are exceeding my schedule. The adage, if you don't use it, you lose it, is very much the truth for me. I've budgeted time to reacquaint myself with various coding techniques. However, responsive design, that's a different animal entirely. It's something I'm going to have to learn from scratch, which could put the project behind if I'm not learning speedily enough. Another issue is my 10-year-old twin boys notoriously get sick during these months. And not just simple colds either, I'm talking walking pneumonia. And this has been going on for 2 years running. Strategic doctor's appointments and utilizing those sick days to my advantage are my solutions to mitigating this risk. Equipment failure is always a possibility and has put me behind before with other projects. I have been very diligent with backing up my hard drives, and my parts and service contract is paid through December 2014 rather, in the event something goes wrong. With any luck, any of these risks I encounter can be overcome. And with that will mark the end of what I hope is a successful completion of the Interactive Communications program. Time to put production behind me and reinvent myself and my career. The question is now what? Thanks for listening.